everyone, welcome to the Magically Dyed Yarns podcast. My name is Sam.
And I'm Steph.
We are sisters from southeastern Wisconsin, and we are the dyers behind Magically Dyed Yarns.
Until it's starting to heat up, I'm in tank tops. I think it was like 80 today.
It was 80, 82, but it's also supposed to snow on Monday.
No.
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
We have snow in the forecast on Monday.
No, I'm voting no. Nope. I've got into summer weather.
On Monday, it's a high of 43
no,
and we have snow.
I disagree. I disagree with the weather.
I don't think it works like that.
I don't care. It's not snowing anymore. I will cry.
It'll melt.
I don't care.
We're in like the yo-yo right now, where it was like 80. We're going to drop down to 43, and then we're going to go back up.
Means my allergies are going to be
my
just
sinuses.
Awful. I know. I'm dying.
So the next podcast, we will probably both be like,
sniffling. Well, no, because it'll be food.
Yeah, so next week is food.
Right.
I'm making Gaston's giant cinnamon rolls. So excited. Hopefully they turn out.
It just got me depressed now. I'm very sad.
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize that. I'm going to look at the weather then carefully.
I only know because Nick pointed it out to me.
Oh.
He was like, it's supposed to snow on Monday. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, no. I'm like embracing the summer weather. We're going outside. No. Like, our doors are open.
My window, I just shut them because it was getting a little chilly in here, but not bad because I'm in a tank top.
Yeah. So that is Wisconsin for you.
I don't like it.
But I'm excited because one of my finished objects is I finished my sibling sweater for my youngest daughter, Giada.
It's so cute.
Oh, it's so cute.
So
it looks so cute. No, it's actually full length sleeve. It's just the body's long, so it's more like a sweater dress right now.
Oh.
Which I figure is fine. I did not knit it that way on purpose.
That's cute.
It was just my row gauge was really off of the patterns, but my stitch gauge was accurate. So I could have ripped back, but I'm like, you know what? It looks adorable on her as a sweater dress.
It's super cute.
And then when she grows, all I have to do is lengthen the sleeves.
Oh, you could just do that?
Yeah, so I could just take out the cuff and then add an extra 2 stripes, lengthen my sleeves.
Nice.
And then she can wear it longer.
Awesome.
But it's so cute. So this is a sibling sweater by Penrose Knits. I knit the size 1 to 2 because my daughter is 1.5. Yeah, she's 1.5. And I did measure them, and she's really teeny, so she's teeny. So this fits her wonderfully. She's absolutely adorable in it. I used the recommended needle size, which was a size US 6 for the body, and then you use a 3 for the ribbing. And then it's tubular bind offs, which I got pretty decent at, not on my cuffs. My cuffs are really tight, but then like my bottom is pretty stretchy. So I may have to go back and fix the sleeves anyways because they're pretty tight. And then for yarn, I used Knit Pick Swish DK in the color Conch or Coral. I think it was Conch. And Cobblestone Heather. So that is that one.
I have 0 finished objects.
Okay. Then I'll just jump into my next. I finished a pair of socks. I ran out of yarn on my toe, and I forgot my sock blockers again. But this is the Everyday Ankle Socks by Mountain Mist Yarns. Mountain Mist Designs. I don't know. It's a really interesting sock, though, because you do a folded over cuff that you then pin down. And then an eye of the partridge heel. And then just a rounded toe.
Ooh. And
I really like these. They fit very comfortably. I have not worn them with shoes yet, so I don't know if they're going to slip down. And then for the yarn, I used, this is the Laurel Tribute yarn from Hugh Local that she released, I think about 2 years ago now, for her friend who unfortunately passed away. And then to finish this one off, I just used some leftovers from my Stephen West knit along, and this was our Mom Jeans colorway from the fall. And I just used my leftovers. And those are my 2, oh, and I knit these on, I should probably say what I knit them on. I knit them on a US 1 2.25 millimeter, mostly on 9-inch circulars, and then I switched to Magic Loop for the toe, and I used DPNs for the heel because knitting the heel on 9-inch circulars, it hurts my hands a lot, especially when I have to purl. So I find it much more comfortable to switch to either a DPN or do Magic Loop for my heels. And then, yeah. I like them.
Thank you.
Very excited about those. And that is, oh, and I also did finish my dishcloth that I had last time, but I took it over to my mom's house.
You left it
She's
there?
like, what's that? And I was like, here, you can have it.
Oh, okay.
No,
On purpose?
I just threw it at her. I'm like, here you go.
Oh my
I'm like, it took me I think 2 days to knit. So I did, or a day. It was either 1 or 2 days
God.
because it was so easy. It was,
So many hours would that have been?
I
Because
don't know
like,
because I just do it and like I'll put it down or like I'll be doing other
because I
things.
can get through like whatever, so 48 stitches in about 4.5 minutes,
Um,
depending on how.
I don't know
Yeah,
because you start with 3 stitches, you increase to
sure.
I forget how many. I think it's
I'm just curious.
47.
Okay.
I could be wrong. That's probably the wrong number. That is most likely the wrong number. But you increase a certain amount of
Okay.
stitches and then you decrease again
Oh, I okay. So it's okay.
because
Got
it's
it.
a
Oh, because
square.
you make it in a
You start in a corner.
triangle.
Yes. You make a
Got it.
diamond.
Oh yeah, words. I'm tired.
It's late.
And I was
We
up
record late.
until 11:30 playing Magic the Gathering last night with friends instead of going to sleep, and then had to get up at 6 a.m.
Choices were made.
I only slightly regret them because I did not win.
I made the choice to stay up last night and cast out a new sweater. So
See?
I'll talk about that in a minute. You can talk about your sock.
You want to talk about those together?
Oh, we can. Okay, let me grab mine. Mine's still in my bag because I'm not knitting while I'm talking. I could, but I'm not.
I'm still working on my blanket. I am almost done. I think I want to do like 2 more rows, like 2 more finished.
I need to get started on a baby blanket. I'm trying to figure out if I have enough yarn.
I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 1 pound skeins of.
Well, I got like 5 different big balls of yarn on Black Friday. And then I was looking at patterns and like all my yardage is off by like half. So I'm like, I could stripe it then. But I gotta figure out what I want to do. I love that blanket.
Daisy Craft Farms or Daisy Farm Crafts. Oh, I'm terrible with names. And it's just a Harlequin stitch blanket. So
I did leave a link. There is a Ravelry page where you can get that pattern.
I'm gonna eventually do the ends. They just had it almost looked like a knit pearl kind of thing with the ribbing, like just like a ribbed. And sorry, knitting now.
I'm trying.
So finishing that up, I think I'm gonna.
That's a really hard border.
I don't care.
Okay.
So I'll take it out a million times anyway.
It's a really hard border. I personally don't care for that border.
I may just crochet the border and then sew it on.
I mean, that's an option. I would just do a double crochet border or something.
I'll look
just because you want to hide these ends.
You don't like my ugly ends?
Just hide the ends. No, it looks really great though.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to add, we'll do 1 more layer of white and then end with some blue just to kind of mimic the bottom. I may just do half that on blue just so everything's even. But I think this is finally a good size.
I like it. Yeah, it's a good like stroller car seat size.
Yeah, much wider.
It's actually just a really good toddler size.
Yeah, kids can climb around on it. Yeah. I don't know. But it's been fun to make in a yarn bark because...
What size hook are you using?
A purple one.
That's not a size, that's a color.
Okay, so I think it's a K. It's a 6.5 millimeter because I have now like rubbed off because of the way.
That's why I like it. So that's why I like plastic. Is because they're etched in.
But this is comfortable to use.
I know. And they are.
I have a terrible grip. I will say, knitting and crocheting, like I am like, just I don't do anything how the pictures look.
She doesn't do it normal. She's got her own way, but it works.
It does. The problem is I'm left-handed and I refuse to learn how to do things left-handed.
That is your fault. I
can't process that way anymore. Everything I process right-hand, but it's just
I don't understand that.
Feels right.
I don't get it.
No.
You need to do things left-handed.
No, I don't.
But there are tutorials on how to do things left-handed.
I understand. So I follow the right hand tutorials and just flip it over and then do it.
You could just watch the...
Too late.
Okay.
It's too late now. I've already been set in my ways.
All right. The only blanket I'm working on, I did not bring. It's still my Encanto Advent.
I love it. It's so beautiful.
Scrap Witchery from Sock Witchery. The yarn I'm using is from Fango Fibers. I love it. So excited about other things with that. But I think I just added, it was either day 17 or 18. I can't remember which day.
I love the colors and it feels really
so pretty. Soft. It's so squishy. And it's so warm. It's not long enough where I can have it over my legs while I'm working on
you'll
it.
need that for the snow.
It's so good. It will not be done by Monday.
Silly.
I'm not gonna work on it tonight, so I won't get to it till tomorrow, and then I still have like a ton of days left.
I may skip out on folding laundry to just sit and knit.
I need to go home and make my son's lunch, so we got to get going. So we're gonna talk about our socks that we're knitting together. So for my birthday, I didn't know what I wanted, so I was like, dye me. I wanted a pair of DK weight socks, so I wanted her to dye me up, just a yarn, and then I was gonna teach her how to knit socks. It worked. She can do it.
You're like, okay, so as she's sitting here before we started recording, she's watching me knit, and she's like, I think you're doing that. How are your things not twisted up? It's just, you know what? I have my way, and it looked okay, and
because she rasps, but she rasps with her left hand while she's knitting right-handed, and it works for her. So like, great, like knit whatever is comfortable.
It's comfortable for me,
and if it works, I mean, it was just, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that doesn't look right. Nope, it is right. You're good.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a little white.
So these are the colorways that we dyed up for each other. So this was mine that she did for me. It's inspired by, it looked like Castle
at Twilight.
In Twilight. It was so pretty, and it turned out gorgeous.
I do actually like that. I wanted to be more blue than purple, but whatever.
The navy that we have is pretty purple.
Yeah, I do like more of there's some like hints of rose gold type stuff.
Yeah, that is really pretty. I wish she could figure out how to do that again. She can't. I wish she could. It's really pretty. Here, let me see if I can get it close and where it won't blow out too bad. Yeah, so this like darker pink, it is so pretty. It is like a gorgeous pink color, and I wish I could have like full skeins of it. Oh, here's in the strand right there. Okay. I want a full skein of it, but
guys, this is how I dye up yarn. I was
that doesn't look quite right.
To Sam and my husband while we're doing it, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know." I just started pouring colors in and mixing them. And she's like, "Can you replicate
this?" She can't develop our colorways for the shop.
No, because I dye by heart.
She dyes by feel, and then doesn't write down what she does.
I didn't even write down the colors that I used for that one. I just started grabbing things.
So I'm keeping mine in a Stitching Plaza bag. This is her Disney movie reels with a popcorn top. This is the inside fabric. It's so pretty. I love it. And then this is the colorway that I dyed up for Stephanie.
Excuse my yarn pilot there.
I feel like it's very like Jungle Cruisy or like earthy.
It's earthy. Perfect for Earth Day. And I love the colors. I love actually the blue that's in there is probably my favorite. Anytime that comes up, I get real excited. It's so weird. I'm like, maybe the blue is here. Because it's so bright and vibrant.
It is.
But I do like the colors. They're really nice, very springy, and I do love spring when it doesn't snow. I can't. And I'm putting it in this because this is the only one that I have, and it was made by my aunt. And
her bags are actually going to be carried in a shop that I can't remember the name of.
Where?
It's in Delafield, Wisconsin, I think.
Is it a niche store?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
The niche yarns.
Yes. Niche. It's a knitting store. I have not been there. I need to go there. But
driving sucks.
Her cousin Sue owns the store, and so she's going to be carrying her bags. I don't know if I'm pretty sure she has some online shopping. I'm not positive, but we will leave it linked down below.
Yeah, I kept looking for online shopping. I don't think they have it. Although I didn't look very hard because I got lazy.
Okay. Well, her bags are going to be sold, which is very exciting because I do like them. I'll talk about that one next because I already talked about it, kind of. I am knitting. Let me find the actual project instead of just the yarn. Another Sibling Sweater, and I'm not very far. I cast it on last night. So this is another Sibling Sweater, again by Penrose Knits. I'm knitting this one for my daughter Nora, and I'm knitting her the size 5'6" because she's a little thicker. So I'm going to knit her the size 5'6" because she can't really wear it to the fall anyways.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to do the length of the 3/4, which there are instructions on like kind of how to do it and how to measure because she knit the same size for her daughter who's the same age. So she did the same thing. So she kind of said how to do it. I'm like, ooh, that's a good idea.
It is.
Because then again, if it comes time for like fall and it's too short on her, I can just take out the ribbing and add some more rows.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that is great. Oh, I forgot to talk about the yarn. The yarn I'm still using Swish DK, and except for I am using the color Lilac. I want to say this one is. Oh, Haze Heather. Just kidding. It's a lilac color. This is Haze Heather. So it's got like kind of grays in it. And this is Squirrel Heather. Squirrel. So when I went onto Knitpic's website to pick out the yarn for this, my kids wanted to pick it out, and I'm like, except for Gia, I picked out hers because she's one. And Nora picked out the purple because purple and pink are her favorite colors. I wasn't sure which one she was going to go for, but she went for purple.
Yeah, Lily's definitely all about that purple today.
And then my son picked red. He wanted red and yellow.
Pokemon!
And I was like, no, we're going to do gray.
Match his siblings.
And well, I thought like a nice neutral to balance out like a color pop that they got to pick.
Sure.
So that was my thought. I really like the pattern. It is so well written. I highly recommend it if you wanted a kid sweater. She is coming out with a sibling sweater my size, so it's for adults.
So you can match your kids?
I'm not doing that because I'm already knitting something very similar, which I'll talk about. I can talk about that next. Oh, and that is in my aunt's bag. I'm holding that in my aunt's. So it's got Mickey on the top and the inside, and there's pockets. Very cute. I love it. Okay. So the sweater t-shirt that I am knitting for myself, that kind of goes along with these ones, even though my kids can't wear these in summer, and I can't really wear this in the winter unless I put something over it. I am knitting the Rocket Tee by Tanis Lavelli. And this is my start. I started it today, and I made the very poor decision to not gauge swatch. So don't be like me.
Didn't you say that on the last video?
I did. And I decided. So I did actually measure, and I'm really glad I actually looked at the sizing because so I have a 38-inch bust, and I usually knit a size 3, and that would make a 38-inch bust finished product. But the pattern calls for 6 inches of positive ease. So I am actually knitting the size 5 when I would usually knit a size 3.
Wow.
So one, I'm glad I looked at the pattern and went with the recommended size for me instead of just saying, I'm usually size 3, I'll just knit the 3. And I should have gauge swatched, but I am literally like gonna be so tight on yarn. So I'm like, I don't want to use the yarn to gauge swatch and then need it to finish my project. So I was like, yeah, we'll take a risk. And we'll just, very delicately pull out mohair if I need to. And so the yarns I'm using for that, I am using a bare skein of our fingering weight yarn. And then the mohair is our end of watch colorway, which was a specialty colorway that we had last month, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And it was a fundraiser colorway that we had, which unfortunately is no longer available. Let me show them in the cakes. They're so pretty. I like it. And I got the idea to do these colors because I knit a pair of socks for my mom out of the same ones.
It's so fuzzy.
It's so fuzzy.
I don't know. Nope. I'd sit there and try to pick everything. I had like one fuzz on my sock right here, and it's
I think you split the stitch
or
the yarn.
I pulled it weird when I was knitting, and it's taking everything in me not to undo it all. I'm like, you know what? It's just one little loop. It'll be okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I was looking. I'm like, I want to drop down and pick it up.
I don't know how you would even do that.
I'll do it later. I'll show you because you have crochet hooks.
I do have lots. I have all the sizes.
That'll make it easier. I'll show you how to fix that.
Okay. It's been literally like.
I'm gonna leave it. No, I'm not.
Yeah, but I can't keep taking things out because then I end up burning yarn.
You're not that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 7 rows down.
Sorry, guys. Brief intermission.
I'm gonna see. Yeah. Did you?
I think I just pulled it weird.
No, yeah, you just pulled it weird. You don't even need to.
Did you fix it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Ta-da! I just pulled on the stitch next to it to kind of like pull it tight and then stretched it back out.
Yeah, see, I don't know all those little tricks. And I tried watching one because I missed a purl earlier when I was doing my cuff, and I was like, how do you pick up a purl? And then I watched like 8 videos and they just didn't make sense. So like,
Just leave it.
I'm just
It's
like,
not the
right,
biggest deal.
but I'm quite pleased.
So sorry about that.
This is real life, guys.
That's only projects I have. I only have, oh no, I have one more. I am crocheting. Not that anyone's gonna be able to tell this is a Gengar for
Oh
my
gosh,
son.
he's gonna love it.
He's already seen it. He's like, Mom, are you almost done? No, I am to the point where I have to make a bunch of tiny horns and sew them on. And I don't want to do it. So it's just
Nope.
kind of sitting there. But I need to
Cute.
because this is his Gengar and the pattern I'm using.
Yeah, you can talk about your birthday books.
I will. That's why I brought them. I have this Pokemon book, Crochet Pokemon, and I got this from the library. So eventually he will turn into this, just a lighter purple color because that matches the card actually that he has as opposed to this. Or the show. No, that matches the color of him in the show
Yeah.
as opposed to the card. Or something like that. I don't know. We do play Pokemon with him. We learned how to play like Battle the Pokemon in the card game. And we do play with him and he loves it and he gets so excited.
He does. He likes to yell when
It's very loud.
or he gets very like it's really funny watching him like tell my husband the rules when he gets so animated about it. He wasn't yelling. He was fine.
He gets very excited. He's so excited about
But he's
Pokemon.
like, "Oh, Chris, it's not what you do."
We play it a different way. It's not the way that you're supposed to, but he's almost 6. He'll be 6 in June. So we kind of play it a little differently. I mean, for the most part, we do follow the rules, but
Yeah,
some things are just like, yeah, that's fine.
whatever. Shoot.
So we celebrated my birthday and my sister-in-law's birthday on Monday. Oh, I should probably talk about the yarn. I'm just using some yarn from my local craft store. And then I'm using, the hook I'm using now. I really love this hook.
Oh, did we talk
That's where I
about
put
what
that.
we're using for these suckies?
Probably not. We didn't talk about anything about that.
They're these giant hooks that you make figure eights with when you're knitting.
So we're using US 3. I think it's a 3.25 millimeter needle, and we're knitting the magic loop. So she's using a 32-inch circular needle, and we're knitting the magic loop. We are following the pattern DK Vanilla Socks by the Crazy Sock Lady, which is a free pattern on Ravelry.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot all that stuff.
Okay. This is just, yeah, as typically us, is very scattered. But I was like, oh, we didn't talk about these.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm crocheting that Gengar using this 4 millimeter crochet hook. So this is actually from a crochet kit that I bought called the Woobles. And I made, what did I make with that? I made a little tiger with it. And it was adorable. And if you want someone to learn how to crochet, I would actually highly recommend that kit. It is pretty pricey. I purchased mine online from their website, but they are now going to start carrying them at Joann's.
Oh, nice.
I just got the email about that today. So I would. I mean, they're like
That's
I said,
a nice crochet
it's
hook
nice.
for a kit. Like
it's a pretty pricey kit. I think I paid $30, and like the little thing was like this big.
well,
it was so small.
You like tried out a bunch of them, right?
So I tried out 2, and then I got one from Hobby Lobby, and I was kind of going to compare them, but then when I got the kit from Hobby Lobby, I'm like, I can't. Like it would not be fair. So the Woobles kit, they were on Shark Tank.
Oh
yeah, so it's a Shark Tank thing.
The Scrub Mommy and Daddies. Oh, I love those.
The Scrub Daddies are great. So they had these kits, and it's like almost like a shoelace yarn. So if you have to pull it, it won't fray.
So I should learn off one of those first.
Yeah. They have videos on YouTube to show you how to do the stitches, how to attach everything, like step-by-step instructions, and it's an awesome kit. So if you want anyone to learn how to crochet, I would actually highly recommend it, which I didn't think I was going to. I thought I was going to be like, hey, it's a crochet hook. It's like a crochet kit like you could get for like $5.
For $5.
No, it's not. It was great. Cool. And it's got really nice materials. But yeah. So I'm using that hook. It's not the one called for it in the pattern. You're supposed to use, I think it's a sport weight yarn. And I'm using a worsted to Aran weight yarn. and the 4mm hook. So mine's a little bigger than what's in the book. So when it comes to doing the eyes and the mouth, I don't know what I'm going to do because there's templates. But obviously the templates are not going to fit my size.
Oh, Brooklyn.
I know. I was like, I might just give it to my sister-in-law and be like, can you do this?
Fix it.
Can you add the eyes and the mouth for me because you're really good at it and I'm not because I haven't done that one. So for my birthday, because we also celebrated her birthday too, she got me this Pokemon one. It's the second one because she has the first one. She's like, if you want it, just let me know and I can bring it over. I'm like, okay. My son is very excited. I opened it and he stole it. He's like looking through. He's like, oh, you can make me this now. There's a Mew in there. He was so excited. And then Stephanie and her family got me 52 weeks of socks.
Dad.
I was looking at the patterns. The only thing about this book, my only complaint is that it doesn't tell you the weight of the yarn.
It doesn't?
Oh. Some of them don't. It does give you the like the yarn that they used, but it doesn't tell you the weight. And then based on the needle size, I can tell that some are DK, but it doesn't say it. That's my only complaint that I have so far about that. But it is so pretty, and just like to have it in my house. It's so pretty.
You're gonna sit on your coffee table?
If I had a coffee table. And then my mom got me the lace. It's really the lace weight of the Reflections needles by Knit Picks. So very excited to use those. I think when I knit Magic Loop, my gauge goes up. I knit a lot looser on Magic Loop than I do on just normal, which I noticed actually while I was doing my socks. Like when I was knitting it, like I don't think you can tell now, but you could clearly see like the change, like when I changed to Magic Loop, because my stitches you can see this one right here, because my gauge it loosens.
I am terrified of doing heels and toes on these things.
It's a little scary. Not as scary as Afterthought.
Where you cut things?
The first time I did an Afterthought heel, I literally held my breath. I was like,
nope.
I'm gonna break it. Yeah. Yep. So I might, when I do Magic Loop, I may switch to a US 0, which is a 2mm. We'll see how that works out. I'm not sure. I probably won't take the time to do it. I'll be honest. It hasn't bothered me now.
For you, who cares?
Yeah, I was gonna bring some stuff. My hands were brightly colored today because I was dyeing yarn, and I was gonna bring it with me, and I forgot.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for you guys who have been buying up the yarn that we hate to dye, because
I do not hate to dye it.
No, it's just it was just really funny because our variegated.
Yeah, it's like a variegated speckly.
Our multicolored yarn we dye with love. And it's a little bit more challenging to figure out exact recipes when you're dyeing with love. And for
I know my recipes. I know how to dye it. It's just because of the way it's dyed, each skein is going to look very different.
Yes.
Well, not very different. Like, you can tell that they go together, but there is variation. And even if I'm dyeing them all in the same pot, they're fun. They're gonna look different.
They're colorful and they're beautiful, but it's just really funny.
And they do take a little bit longer, but I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. That's why I do it.
I always got anxiety when I'm like, this doesn't look exactly like the other one that I dyed, even though there's no way that it would have ever.
Yeah, you can't. You just can't. Your speckles are not always going to land in the exact same place on every single skein of yarn.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah. No, but thank you guys so much for shopping my birthday sale and the birthday cake yarn. Yeah. How much do we have? I think we did do a restock of it.
Yeah. You sold? What did I give you? 9?
I don't remember.
We sold 6. So we have about 4 left, I think.
Yeah, I think we have 4 left, but those will not be restocked after this. So if you want one, you can have her there. It is still 31% off. It will be 31% off until we sell out. Yeah. And then
probably update that sale at the end of April then. Right now I have that one just going until the end of April.
Oh. That's fine. I don't know.
I don't care.
We'll see what happens. And then the rest of the store not the rest. All of the yarn is still 15% off. All the yarn, most of the yarn, not all the yarn.
Not all the yarn, because I didn't do our Tinkerbell bag set.
Yes.
That one was the only one that was excluded from the discount.
Yeah, we still have 4 of those, so if you guys were wanting one, head over and get one.
Let's see. Oh, I finally made all of our donations for the last. Well, it was challenging getting the end of watch just because of like
Trying to figure out
where to send it.
send
So
it
I finally
to.
got that information a couple of days ago, so I sent
Yeah.
that in. And then I just did the Make a Wish today, just because I added things up and
Yeah. So
so
our current one that we are doing, our current fundraiser is the Disney Wildlife Conservation Fund, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. We're still donating $1 for every Ocean View mini skiing set to the Wildlife Conservation Fund, and we are still doing 10% of all of our sales. So I feel like it's going to even it out because people are buying more, even though it is on sale.
yes, it's true. People have been utilizing the sale, but
yes,
yes, sales.
yes. So that's fun. I really love that mini set. I did when I would because I just set up another batch of it, and I texted her. I was like, I love these colors so much. Like they're so relaxing.
They're very relaxing.
I need to figure out we can dye them in full skeins. That's the other thing I want to mention. We can just shoot us a message if you want one. If there's enough interest, I will make separate listings. But let me know if you want any of those in a full size skein because I can't dye it up.
And by she makes separate listings, she tells me to make the separate listing.
She does the listing and I do the dyeing.
Yes, because I get too much.
Because you dye with your heart.
I dye with my heart, and then I get like.
So she creates beautiful colors. Now all of her colorways have been absolutely gorgeous, and they are, I think, are our best sellers whenever she does it. Thanks a lot.
No, your mermaid one.
That one is doing really well. I do like that one a lot too.
For being like not super on sale, like that one is that because it's beautiful.
Really
it's probably my favorite one.
So thing with the mermaid one, it matches our birthday cake one, kinda, slightly. Because that was my first attempt at dyeing the birthday cake, and then I dyed it and I was like, this is blue. Like, this is really blue. This is not looking like a birthday cake.
It's very beautiful.
It's so pretty. I have a 20-gram skein that I dyed up with the other ones that I have set aside for myself. And it was later.
Nice.
Because I wanted it.
It's gotta dye lots of fish. Throw things in.
But then you can't recreate them.
Just everything's one of a kind. Our entire shop is now one of a kind.
That doesn't work for slender quantities though.
Oh well, I can barely get through a sock, so people who knit sweaters, man. I know. I give you
two sweaters going.
I know. That's insane.
One's a t-shirt. So the Rocket Tee is a short sleeve.
My problem is this is what I do to all my yarn. This is not
how. I don't even know how you did that.
Because I pulled it out and a bunch of knots came out of the middle.
It's because your back yarn is twisting, or your this one is twisting with the other one.
See? Everything
I'll fix it in a minute.
I don't care now.
Okay. So now that we've rambled a bit, because there has to be that clip in here.
Hey, it was yarn related tonight.
It was.
I could have rambled on about.
If you guys like this episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this out with your friends. If you like this video, again, like it because that tells YouTube that you enjoy our content and it will boost it. Yeah. Also follow us on Instagram. We've trying to do better about posting, but sometimes life just gets a little busy, and so we don't post every day, but I try to. At least a couple times a week we post.
I posted last night.
Yes, I'm trying to update like when I cast things on. I did not get my Ravelry pages up. I will work because I have to do the computer now tomorrow to get this edited and uploaded. So I'll work on it then.
And then by the time you're ready to do it, it'll be next video, and then next video. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
And we have our last fair or
so we have our last market on Saturday, which is very exciting. So if you're watching this, it will be tomorrow. So if you're in the southeastern Wisconsin area, come check us out. We will be at the Menominee Falls Village Market.
11 to 2.
Yes. No, 10 to 2.
10 to 2.
It's 10 to 2. We get there at like 9.
Yeah, so I don't really care. It was like 5 minutes to set up.
Yeah, it's not. So come check us out. Come say hi. We'd always appreciate that. What else? There's not really any shop news until we have our next colorway out with our new fundraiser, which I am honestly most excited about. And I'm so excited to dye this yarn. I already know what it is. It's in my head. It just needs to be on the yarn. But it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be such a fun one. Awesome. I'll tell you later. You kind of already know.
Yeah.
It's we're doing a revamp of an old colorway. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
We have lots of old colorways.
This was actually this colorway was I think it was one of our best sellers, and it was one of the ones that really helped us take off a bit.
Mm.
So I'll tell you about it in a minute, and you guys will see it in 2 months.
Yeah.
July is when we start that.
Oh man, July.
Summer, sun, and all things hot.
I know.
Not snow.
Not made for Wisconsin. I don't like it.
I keep telling my husband we should go to Florida.
I want to.
He won't. He loves Wisconsin. He loves he's like, we get all 4 seasons here.
I don't care.
Fine.
It was 40 in Florida one day.